dropping by, and this is not a cooking channel, but today's a special day in the US. It's Thanksgiving. Now, we don't do that in the UK. That's the royal we, because just because we as a country don't do it doesn't mean to say I can't join in. About 9/10 of my viewers are in the US. I have an empathy with their ways, even though we don't necessarily do them here. So even though this meal was destined to be at the weekend, this is something I can do standing up. So even though my back is absolutely killing me, I thought I'd join in with the celebrations. So this is obviously going to be done in bits and pieces, but one of the most important bits and pieces is getting the cork out. Now, although I already have some wine in the glass, that was the dregs out of last night's medicine, I'll call it. So that was all that was left in the bottle after yesterday evening's activities. So first job is to get the cork out of here, because this is going to be contributing to the cooking and serious contributions to the chef, I suspect. So we'll get the cork out. And we'll put it straight back in again, because I won't be finishing the whole bottle. With a cork, if you don't get the cork back in quickly, it will swell, and then you never flipping get it back in, and you can't reseal the bottle. Now, tonight's entertainment will be a nice French little number. Now, Minervois is what you might call village wine. It's not your posh stuff, it's not from your big chateaus and all that sort of cobblers, but nonetheless, it's a very, very pleasant quaffing wine, I'll call it. You know, you're not going to take sips out of it and say, oh, hints of raspberry and strawberry and black currants, and yes, none of that cobblers. It's just ordinary country wine, and it's lovely. So we'll get rid of all that posh stuff, and we'll have a sip of that. Right, next on the list, a nice sirloin steak. Let's get over here so as you can see it. I'm sorry it's not turkey, but I don't actually like turkey, quite honestly. We don't even have turkey at Christmas. We have chicken and pork and beef and stuff, anything but turkey. Now, a steak is geared up to how quickly you want to cook it and whether you like it rare in the middle or not. And subtle hint, if you don't like it rare in the middle, make it thinner. It's very easy. Now, I don't want that really thin, because I like a touch of rare in the middle. So that's about as much as I'm going to do this time. And the next thing you do when you've touched raw meat, wash your hands. I'll be back. Okay, cooking in the background, we've got some fries and some corn. Next thing to do, I've got about 10 minutes left now, is get the steak on. Now, I only use that sort of thing. In fact, that's all I use. That is the only oil in the house. Extra virgin olive oil. That's all I ever use for any form of frying. I don't use any corn oil or anything else, on the grounds that can be produced in places like Spain by the poorer people to earn a living and get a crust. Yeah? So they're not deforesting the whole area trying to make corn for us to cook with. So I like that. Right, pan is hot. It's hot when it starts to smoke. Secret of cooking a steak is to put it in the pan at the point where it's hot so that it instantly sizzles, like that. And don't touch it again, leave it alone. And the idea is that will partially cook. You can see it cooking up through the steak. You don't season a steak until after it's been sealed. Now again, I've just touched raw meat, so I'll wash my hands. I'll be back. Okay, lots of spitting and pissing going on. Getting everything filthy, which will have to be cleaned up, but not yet. As I said, the secret of cooking a steak is sear it first and seal it. One side started, that's nowhere near enough colour, but it's sealed. Now's the time to season it. So we'll have a bit of salt, not much. We'll have some smoked paprika, gives it a bit of colour as well. And we will have an amount of pepper that will probably make your eyes water, because I love my pepper. And this grinder puts out great big bits, and if you push it in, it pushes out lots of fine pepper as well. So that's one side seasoned. We haven't finished yet, but we need to let that cook a little bit longer first. So I'll be back. Okay, so a similar thing should have now happened to the other side. Oh, lovely. Just about the right colour. So now we can season this side, a little bit of salt, not a lot. You overdo the salt, you'll ruin it. Again, a bit of smoked paprika, bit of colour, bit of flavour, sort of fiery flavour, and lots of pepper. I love my ground pepper, I really do. Right, so that's all that lot done. The next thing we do is turn the heat right down, and I mean right down. And turn it over again. All that seasoning that's gone on is now producing flavour and starting to create a sauce. So there's a trick to that sauce coming soon. Don't turn it right down, you can't do it. I'll be back. Okay, while some other stuff is going on, this is the secret. Turn the heat right down for a few minutes and the meat starts to relax. And then you can do this. What happens then? The juices start to come out. This is your sauce, or part of it. So again, if you don't turn the heat down, you will dry the meat, and those juices just won't be there. You can also leave them sealed inside if you don't want to do this, and have a nice juicy steak. This is a combination, a bit of both. So again, the heat needs to be down, or this doesn't work. I'll be back. Okay, we're nearly there. Steak's cooked through as much as I want. Some juices have been released into the pan, along with any runoff. The steak now sits on the plate to rest for a minute or two. And the wine fairies came along and just drank all that. It just disappeared. There was just none left. But luckily we have a nice new bottle. Now some of that needs to go in there. Not a lot. And some of it needs to go in there. Quite a lot. We'll put that to one side. Right, now all of those juices and everything that's been, you could say, burnt on the pan, but I still go with the Jamie Oliver theory. It's not burnt, it's flavour. So we'll make sure all of that comes off of the pan. Therein lies what is basically meat juices, some wine, some black pepper and some paprika, making a rather thin but nonetheless delectable sauce. Now the rest of the stuff. Ugh. We've got our fries, nothing more than frozen fries. In the light oven, or halogen oven, whatever you want to call it. Steak and chips, come on! Yeah! And then we have some corn. Token gesture, really. I know I need to eat vegetables, so I always make sure there are at least one, sometimes quite a few more, with every meal. So we'll have some corn this time, and I quite like corn with steak. So that's that, done. And then the only other thing we need to do is add our sauce over the steak. I hope this is still on camera. And a little bit on the sauce, on the corn. And given the state of my health, all that was done standing up with no pain, and all I can say is happy Thanksgiving everybody. I'm now going to go and struggle to sit down in the seat, eat this, and then struggle to get out of that seat and into another seat, and that's it for the evening then. Happy Thanksgiving.